We started in 1976 down on 7th and Congress. It was opened as mainly like a live music venue. You know, a lot of the famous people from Austin, the musicians, all started there. It was at the height of the music scene in Austin. Lyle Lovett, Uncle Walt's band, Tony Price. I mean, just a myriad of so many of the Austin artists that were here at that time, played at Waterloo at one time or another. Well, Waterloo has 4 locations, mainly based in neighborhoods, and we have 2 North Austin and 2 South Austin, serving kind of everywhere from East to West Austin, North and South. Well, we really got ourselves into a really big menu over the years, but it's all been delicious and all been for what the customers wanted. But our menu really does consist of a breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, brunch on Saturday and Sundays. Mainly it's a cross between like American, like your burgers, sandwiches, and then a little bit of cross with like some Tex-Mex with like the nachos and the quesadillas and queso. Fan favorite, of everybody's. We do a great American style breakfast here, but yet still a lot of people I hear every day that I didn't know Waterloo served breakfast. We do have a limited all-day menu, which is still robust, but a limited breakfast menu available all day, every day, and of course breakfast from 7 a.m. till 11 and until 2 p.m. on the weekends. So much good food here, a little bit for everybody, a little bit for everybody. It's kind of where our concept is. I feel like it's like whole family entertainment, menu for everybody. Playscape outside, big TVs for watching sports, a separated bar from the restaurant to keep, a little bit of separation for adults. And yeah, I think we've made ourselves a nice little niche here and a good evolution of the concept so far. It seems to be making people happy. So many kids that are now in their 20s are coming to me, and I'm still seeing them every day saying, "Is the mac and cheese my favorite here? I remember it as a kid. I've been coming here since I was, this tall." And it's just nice to have such recurring memories and creating future Waterloo guests to come in as they, get the next generation to come around.
Coming up, as fun as Waterloo Ice House is, it's the scratch-made food that keeps people coming back again and again. Next.
We do love doing events, and just basically because we like to just not have the same thing all the time. We like to have fun at our job as well, and so some of these are spawned out of our own kind of selfishness to have a little bit of fun, but we do crawfish boil at 2 locations a year, right in usually the end of April, beginning of May, and we have just a huge blowout here. We have a wonderful Zydeco band that comes out and plays live music that day. It's an all-you-can-eat type of scenario. There's crawfish going, just tears from the spiciness, and just kids running around and everybody's dressed in crawfish stuff. It's a blast. So it really is a blast. So a couple of the dishes I brought out, kind of representation of a little bit we have on the menu. I have a couple of breakfast items there. We serve, migas, traditional, Tex-Mex fare. Wonderful, wonderful breakfast here with, migas, and then we have parfait bowl, just something for the healthy side. We do a lot of things. We have, like I said, American style breakfast, so stringy hash browns, delicious bacon, ham, breakfast sausage, biscuits and gravy, you name it. So it all comes around the gamut. We do a lot of burgers, so I brought our Works burger with an extra added fried egg onto it because that's my favorite. So a nice juicy, 100% all Angus beef patty, topped with, jalapenos, cheddar cheese, grilled onions, bacon, a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard on there, and then a nice fried egg on top, to boot. So I brought out a we call it Baja bowl. Spanish style rice, and then a little bit of some veggies, black beans, diced tomatoes, some black beans up in there, and then a salmon and avocado, locotilla cheese on top. It generally comes like a couple of different sauces that we have with it, so very good. And then salads, the most famous one that we have, the biggest seller, is the Waterloo salad. We have a delicious apple cider vinaigrette. We make everything from scratch as we can. We are a whole family entertainment complex. Like I said, we have a full service bar, full service restaurant, playscape outside for the kids. It's all fenced in so they can't get away anywhere. So come out and enjoy your margaritas and a good time. Bring your friends and neighbors. A lot of community seating here at the restaurant. And really it's such a diverse menu for everybody. There's something for everybody here, and why not? Like I said, something for everybody. It's a local Austin institution where we make everything from scratch. Just delicious homemade food from the heart, really, from the heart. To encourage people to be more conversational with each other and enjoy their dinner time without the distractions that we have nowadays. And so on Tuesday nights, we're calling it D-Device Night. So if you come in, we have a small little zipper bank bag that you keep at your table. If you'll lock up your devices in there and conversate, we have games that you can play that we provide, conversation cards to start this off with if you wanted to. We're gonna give you 20% off your food and beverage, like excluding alcohol, but we're gonna give you 20% off your bill just for coming on, having fun, talking with your neighbors and friends, and playing some fun games for the night. You know, let your kids play on the playscape, put the phones and tablets away if you can, and we'll reward you for doing that by giving you 20% off your food.